So I am back, Melanin Lighthouse, and today we are going to talk about anxiety once again, but we are going to talk about the cognitive component of anxiety. So I know a lot of us might struggle with having so many different negative thoughts in our head, and they're so consuming. We can be at the mall, or we can be with our friends, and we just cannot be in the present moment because we have so many thoughts constantly telling us this or telling us that. So I want to help us to get to the root of that and how we can figure out how to get rid of those negative thoughts. So I hope you guys are ready. So before we really get started, I definitely want to highlight that we are in control of our reality, so we control our thoughts. I know it might not seem like it, but we do. So our brains, they were not created for worrying. Our brains were created for higher forms of thinking. So all these negative thoughts, they can be dissipated if we really worked on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm really going to say 5 different negative thoughts that we might have, and I'm kind of going to go through them. So I hope you guys are ready once again. So the first negative cognition that I'm going to say is mind reading. And mind reading is basically assuming what a person thinks about you negatively. So when you see somebody, you assume that this person might think you're a loser. You might assume that they think you're ugly, that you're stupid based off what you say, but you have no significant evidence that proves it. This is just a negative thought that is consuming your mind. The second one is catastrophizing. And basically that is believing that what has happened or what will happen will be completely unbearable for you and you cannot handle it. So if your car stopped on you, everything will be horrible. Or if you lost your job, you will not have any money. So just believing that what will happen to you is going to be completely horrible instead of giving it a positive outlook. Maybe you lost that job because this location was not for you. Or maybe your car stopped on you in a location that was better than what it could have stopped on you at. You know, it's just always trying to use a positive outlook instead of being negative towards those thoughts. So the third negative cognition is fortune telling. So fortune telling is basically what it sounds like. You predict the future negatively. So basically you predict that whatever will happen to you is probably going to go wrong. Or even if something really good is happening to you, you'll be like, man, this is too good to be true. It's going to go bad. And remember that we create our own reality. Our thoughts cultivate what will happen to us. So if you believe it, it's going to happen. It's literally just that simple. The fourth one is negative filtering. So that's basically when there might be an event or a situation that happens to you and you only focus on the negatives. And of course, bad things happen, but you never acknowledge the positives or the good things that came out of the situation. So I'll give myself, for example. I was going through a weight loss journey and I noticed that I felt like I was doing a good job, but I still will always notice that maybe my stomach is not as small as I want it to be, or I might not look exactly the way I want it to be, but kind of dismissing all the positive transformation that I've done within myself. So it was so important for me to restructure how I saw myself in that process and really holistically love me, no matter how I look or how I think I look, because either ways, I'm still beautiful, just like you are. So it's just remembering to always acknowledge the positives, because then more positives will come out of it. The fifth and final one is regret orientation. And that's basically when you're constantly focusing on and ruminating on your past mistakes instead of figuring out how you can learn from them and be better from those past mistakes. So it's important to know that we make mistakes. We're human. It's okay. We're learning, but not beating ourselves up about those mistakes and constantly focusing on them and focusing on the negatives, but learning from those mistakes and move forward in the future. We just went over 5 different negative cognitions that you might experience on a daily basis, and I just want you to really know, and something that I say in all of my videos, is that you have power over your thoughts. So you're able to control them. And that's the purpose of this video, to allow you to acknowledge that you might experience some of these. And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it, but just knowing that you can cultivate change for yourself. And something that I found very helpful in my journey with changing my negative thoughts and just having one thought, which is my higher self, is meditation. Meditation is really key. Just spending about 5 minutes a day in silence and really just acknowledging what your thoughts are telling you. And then over time, you can transform those thoughts and change them into positive ones by saying positive affirmations throughout meditation. So for meditation, I'm going to go into that in another video, but that's really African spirituality. But that's something we're going to talk about a little later, because that video can go on and on and on. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please continue to like, subscribe, and of course share my videos, because like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying, this information is so important, it's so valuable, and it needs to get out. Follow me on Instagram, Melanin Lighthouse. Follow me on Facebook, Malaya Kishora. And once again, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace and blessings to you guys.